Hi everyone, happy Saturday to you all. I hope you've had a lovely week. I hope you've made the most of this lovely weather. If it's been nice where you are anyway. Yeah, it's been a mad week for me. It's been a really busy week actually. I've seen a few of our Everton Women players, spoke to a few of the staff, and feeling really positive about all that. I should have some content coming out in the next few weeks leading us into the season with Everton Women and some of the new signings. So that's something that I'm really looking forward to getting stuck into. Missed it like mad, as you all know. And from talking to them, I can tell you that the feel around the club and the optimism, the excitement, the anticipation, and the belief, and just the spirit and everything is spot on. It's just a really exciting time to be involved with the women's team, and yeah, hopefully we can start to see us get back to where we belong, and that's at the top. And credit to Willie Kirk and Chris Roberts and all the staff over the last couple of seasons and the players that have come in. It looks to be the team now that Kirk has been trying to form, and yeah, made up, to be honest. Obviously, there's been a lot of outgoings, and I'll really miss them girls as well, and some big players in there. But I think the business we've done has been exceptional, and can't wait to get doing some content, and can't wait to get doing some hopefully match day content when they return, and it's not too far off now actually. So really looking forward to that. And just on women's football quickly, the appointment of Serena Vickman for England Lionesses is absolutely huge. One of the best in the game. She's done exceptional things with Holland Orange winning over the last 4 years, joining in 2016, winning the Euros with them in 2017, getting them to the World Cup final last year. So yeah, absolutely made up with that appointment, to be honest with you. And I think it's exactly what we need for women's football in this country is getting a winner like that on board that I'm sure will go on to win big tournaments with England. So that's something to be excited about for everyone interested in women's football going forward. I can't wait for that one. So watch this space for the stuff with Everton Women as well. On Everton Men, sadly, it's not quite as exciting at the moment, and that is due to the fact that obviously we're still yet to see any incomings. It's a tough time because we know that there's not very long time at all anyway to turn over to get these transfers done. We've announced our pre-season friendlies are going to take place against Blackpool and Blackburn. And they're only a couple of weeks away, and we still haven't announced anyone. And you start thinking, oh my word, like we've got to get the players in. You've got to let them train with the team, gel with the team, get to know the manager, unless of course they already know the manager, Alan, a few others that we all know we've been linked with. But no, all these things that have got to happen, and you start to panic because it's like we just don't want another season like last, where everything's rushed, everything's and that group of players that we currently have, since Project Restart happened, it just showed. I think there was a couple of decent performances in there, to be fair to them, but that team of players, that group of players, and performing like that, is just not going to be the team that's going to be able to achieve anything like what the club's ambition, Ancelotti's ambition, the fans' ambition, should be. Especially, I think there was some work or some surveillance work being done on Bramley Moor Dock earlier this week, and you want to start getting excited about the team that's going to fill that as well. We've got the manager, we've got the stadium, we've got the fans. Just not need to start seeing some players that can improve the team. We know obviously there's some exceptional talent in there, in Richarlison, Luca Dean, but there's a lot to be done, and I do feel that there's going to be an announcement soon. I think quite often with brands, it will be a player we have been linked with, but it will just come out of nowhere. And like that transfer window a few seasons ago, 2 summers ago, Brands and Silver's first window together, and that transfer deadline day where we brought in like Luca Dean, Richarlison, Gomez, Yerry Mina, that transfer deadline day, there was loads of people that came through, and a lot of them hadn't been talked about. We know the Yerry Mina thing was an ongoing saga for the whole bloody summer, but I'm hoping that that's going to be the case, that maybe we announce one and then it's kind of like a snowball effect, and a few more come through the door. But we know the situation with the deadwood we've got, the wage bills, all this, and you get bored of talking about it, but it's there, it's not going to go away, and it's going to take an awful lot of effort, hard work and graft and determination, and good chat, to be honest, from brands to be able to offload a lot of these players. But fingers crossed, we have something we can all start to get a little bit excited about, and hopefully they give us something in the next few days. On some happy news as well, Everton Fan of the Year, little Lewis Doherty got given Everton Fan of the Year this season. I saw a video this morning on Facebook, and it's Speedo Mick, Michael Cullen giving Lewis the award, and when he's telling him that he's won it, and he just bursts into tears. Lewis, like, he's that happy, he's that made up, and he's a boss little lad. We know Lewis, cracking smile that could light up a room, and he suffers from quadriplegic cerebral palsy. I apologise if I've said that wrong, but he's had to go through an awful lot, and had to go through many operations and stuff. Absolutely adores Everton Football Club, and to see Mick, who we all know is fantastic. He's walked 1,000 miles, and that's not even the tip of the iceberg of all the wonderful stuff he's done. And see Mick presenting Lewis with that award was just boss. I think it goes to both of them, to be fair, but it was great. And then there was something with Seamus Coleman jumping on a Zoom to Lewis, and that set him off crying again, and that set me off. But nah, do you know what? With the world the way it is at the moment, and all the rubbish and all the crap going on, and I won't get into it too much because now's not the time, and I'll lose my head. So, but yeah, it was lovely to see something nice, and it really cheered me up. So, thank you, Everton and Speedo Mick and Lewis, for that, and a massive congratulations to Lewis. You're a boss blue, mate, and it's thoroughly deserved. I'm going to go and watch the Champions League match between City and Lyon shortly, after last night's game between Barca and Bayern Munich. Now, I know I'm not even talking about Everton at the moment, but wow, 8-2. Imagine seeing Barcelona concede 8 goals. Like, I know they've been progressively getting worse and worse and worse over recent years, but since Pep left, really. But wow, like, 8 goals. I was just, and to see Coutinho, who is on loan from Barca at Bayern, to come on, get 2 assists and 2 goals, I think, at the end. It was just, I couldn't believe what I was watching, but it was an unbelievable game. And I love watching matches like that where you're not emotionally invested, so it doesn't matter, and you just get to watch great players, and great sides like that. Like Bayern, you usually say a great side in Barca, but they weren't that last night. So, but what a cracking game that was. So, looking forward to watching a bit of football later on. I'm trying to think what else there was to talk about, really, to be honest with you. Again, the lack of transfers and lack of anything like that going on just kind of... So I just wanted to have an update, really, but obviously I want to be talking more about incomings and looking forward to the season ahead. But we've just got to... It's just so crucial that we keep the faith, keep our patience. I can't imagine Ancelotti coming here not being told that he's going to be given some money to spend to do what he wants, because it's all very well and good. Believe it's great having one of the best managers in the world, but he's got to be able to do what he wants with this team, and hopefully we can get some over the line outgoings, incomings, and all start to look forward instead of backwards. But yeah, just quickly, I'm trying to think of other little things that are going on. Oh, Tom Davies has been linked with Newcastle. I don't know what to make of that one. I don't know whether I'd be pleased to see him go out, or, whether there's still a player in there if Ancelotti can spend some time with him. I don't know whether I'd rather see him go out on loan, but to be honest, like, there's players I'd sooner see go ahead of Tom, but we need better, don't we, in that midfield particularly. So He's one that's been linked with a move out away from Everton to Newcastle, so we'll have to see if there's any developments with that one. The other player we've been linked with quite heavily is Anthony Robinson, the left back from Wigan, who we actually sold to Wigan just a season ago or 2 seasons ago. I can't remember which. I remember watching him in a pre-season though 2 seasons ago against Bury. God, that shows how much has gone on. Bury, bloody hell. And he was just so fast, like one of the fastest players I've ever seen. But yeah, ironic that we are reportedly interested in going back to him. Obviously, Leighton Baines didn't want to take up the new offer, so that leaves us short at the back. So we'll have to wait and see if anything happens with that one as well. Anyway, I think that's enough from me now because I'm rambling. I want to go and watch the match. But yeah, do stay tuned because as I said, I should have some really good content, exciting content coming out soon with the Everton Women, and hopefully the next time I'm chatting to you, it'll be on Monday and we'll have announced someone and we can all start to be happy and less cranky and all the rest of it. But no, in all seriousness, guys, I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. Look after yourselves, look after each other because God knows that we need to. And yeah, I'll speak to you soon. Take care.